Hello, my name is Kenneth Jenkins. I'm a student attending the Masters of Education and School Counseling at Grand Canyon University. I'm here today to speak about how I understand some professional depositions as a school counselor. First, as a counselor of any type, I believe that our job is to do no harm to any individual students that are present within our facility. A deposition I consider to be very helpful is having high expectations for all students and believing that all students can learn and should expect to be successful students at all levels of their education. I believe if as an individual that is positive, if you think positive, the outcome majority will be positive. That's one of the highest expectations we could have as individuals, as counselors, as students. You think negative, then the outcomes be going negative. So we're here to provide the positive aspects of students as well as ourselves without doing any harm to students to get them on the right path. Another deposition I fairly understand is the having the respect of diverse cultures. My understanding of this is you have to respect all cultures, willing to understand how you can help because everything that you believe may not be what they believe. So having the knowledge that every student is going to have their own set of beliefs and being able to be sensitive to individuals that learn different from what you learned. Helping the social needs of students while embracing the culture, diversity in the community. I've been coaching like football for the last 5 years, and I've dealt with different types of attitudes, different cultures, and you guys got to be sensitive to all aspects of an individual. That really helps if we can communicate, understand where somebody is coming from, see problems, address issues. Next, we have fairness. I understand that all students should have the same level of fairness, but not all students are going to feel like they've been treated like fairly. It is our job to reflect on how we stay consistent and treating individuals fair and equal. Some students feel like their peers are being consistent. The way that we approach students, it has to be consistent. Now, what I mean by being consistent, like always showing a listening ear, like be an active listener. Now, I may not always come out to students like that, but if we encourage students, it may show that we are actually consistent, showing that we believe in the way we promote equal opportunity to them so they could get the needs that they feel like they are being a successful student. At the end of the day, we want everybody to succeed. Next, I have here is the next step is being professionalism. That's always carrying yourself in a professional way. Dress for the job, dress for the attire. Hold a high expectation of yourself at all levels. It must be kept as a counselor. Basically, we're like positive role models. We don't want to go too deep into a conversation, be too shallow. We just got to find that ground level for the child to succeed. Now, while being professional, I honestly believe that motivating students to do the right thing and encouraging students that you know could do better is a way to be professional in an environment as a school counselor. It only drives to make students better students. Basically, shoot for the stars. Like that's what we're here for. Next is we have the reflection. Reflection as a counselor. Through our daily lives, we feel like uh, we always feel like we could do better at something. I believe that's a strong point for me as well as a weak point. Um, Me personally, I like feedback as well as I avoid feedback at some points in times. If it doesn't work out for me, then I probably would reject the feedback. Um, but being able to self reflect and show improvement and make adjustments to the environment, to counseling, that's part of our everyday aspects. We should be able to take changes, um, reflect on the changes, show improvement, um, get get to the next situation. The next objective is being honest. I'm a firm believer that honesty is the key to being a successful student. Maybe I'm a little bit too honest at times, but that could be a weakness and that could be a strength. But um, with honesty, I think almost every student wants to be honesty. Like that's how you build relationship, build trust, build a strong foundation for the students as well as your staff. Be able to be trustworthy within the students. Make it shows a great deal of respect for the students, the staff, the parents, and the last but not least is the dedication. I feel the only way I understand dedication is to do it like give 110%. Finish the job. Don't jump into something knowing you're gonna give up within a few days or a couple of months without even proceeding to take the task at hand. Um, like an example of me, like when I was in middle school, I didn't really like reading out loud. I just every time it came to me, I was just like pass, pass, pass. So I dedicated myself to going home, reading in front of my parents once in a while. Got a little better at it. Took the time to read out loud. So when the teacher called on me the next time, it was just like I wasn't scared or afraid to read out loud. I didn't really care about the outcome. So dedication, we got to be dedicated to consistency and show the children as a counselor that we want them to be successful. Now going back to the questions that we have on the survey, the second one here is what depositions do you possess that will make you a successful counselor? I believe I possess that will make me a successful counselor are believing that all students can learn and should set and support realistic expectations for students to be successful. Being sensitive to individuals that learn and their social needs, I need to be able to embrace the cultural diversity of the community. I should exercise sound judgment as a counselor, be ethical about my behavior, as well as demonstrate professional friendliness, and make sure I have a caring relationship with the students, parents, and also be very intelligent, emotionally, and spiritually with the support I provide to the students. The next question we have here is how do the depositions demonstrate your ability to understand our other cultures, genders, and learning differences to build strong relationships with students? My ability to understand cultures, genders, and learning differences to build stronger relationships with the students and families by realizing that not all students are on the same level, and that I should be sensitive to their individuals' needs, the social needs, embrace their cultural diversity of the community by demonstrating professional friendliness, caring within the relationship, providing intelligent conversation, communication, not only to the students, gender, races, and the disabilities as individuals. Another question that's consisted of this a little short. It's supposed to be short, but it's my first video, so I'm pretty much like I'm going along with how to figure it out myself. What depositions do you need to work on before you enter as a school counselor for your first year? I probably need to work on recognizing that reflection combination with experience leads to growth as a professional, modeling integrity by words and actions, and understanding the effects of the community involving servant leadership as it applies to the welfare of others in the educational setting. Last but not least is the next question: How do you anticipate using feedback from your annual performance evaluation, observation, and data on students performing to adjust your deposition and teaching practice to benefit learning? I would say I anticipate my annual performance and evaluation by observing and data on students' performance to adjust my deposition and teach practices to the benefits of learning by making sure that I follow the depositions and rework education plans, seek more job training, and invest more time in the community. Like I said before, like me coaching, I invested pretty much a lot of time in coaching. Been coaching for the last 5 years. It's pretty fun. I adapted to the diversity of children and the culture of diversity children. Like I said, once again, I do apologize for the long video, but this is actually my first video ever. So I hope I hit everything on the little. I hope I hit everything on the video itself. I know it's a work in progress, but I'm dedicated to do anything that I need to do to succeed as a student myself. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for watching. All right.